This is week 1, and the theme is identity. So if you have any questions about the practice as we go along, feel free to reach out to me. You can get to me through the website or via my email. Again, making sure that you practice safely. You're your own best teacher. We're going to move our spine in the same 6 directions. Once we've quieted ourselves with a few deep breaths, so if you're comfortable, close your eyes, sit off the back of your chair. Crown of the head gently reaching upward. And find your breath. Filling the belly, expanding the rib cage all the way up to the collarbone, and exhaling gently in reverse, collarbone, rib cage, belly. Pulls toward the spine. So keeping your breath easy, your eyes relaxed behind the eyelids. Perhaps there's an intention that you'd like to set, some word that you can come back to during the practice or during your week that has to do with identity. Maybe it's rooted, maybe it's grounded, balance. So we find our rootedness and who we are, and that gives us the flexibility to go out and serve. One more deep breath. Exhaling gently, floating the eyes open. So we'll move in all 6 directions like we did last week. I'll turn sideways so you can see my spine. You can stay facing forward. So feet in line with the knees, inhaling. Tilt your pelvis forward, lift your chest, maybe gazing at the ceiling. And exhaling, starting at the base of the spine, hollow out and make yourself like the shape of a capital C. Inhaling, gently hugging the knees with your hands, lifting your chest, drawing your elbows backwards. And exhaling, hollowing out, softening the shoulders, softening the arms. A couple more. So all of our bodily systems run through the spinal column. It's really important to keep it as healthy as we can by moving it in all directions. And inhale, come on back to neutral. Right, maybe drop your chin to your chest. We'll do a little motions with the neck if it's okay with you, making that little smiley face underneath your neck. And then center your head. Dropping one ear to one shoulder, maybe reaching the opposite arm away from the body for a deeper stretch. The exhales allow us to soften a little bit more. Inhaling, come on back to center, gently transitioning to the other side, exhaling and maybe going deeper into the stretch. Coming back to neutral, inhale, get really, really tall. Use the abdominal muscles as you exhale, holding onto the chair, twisting to one side. You can use your hand on that knee for some leverage. And try and keep the shoulders level. And exhaling, softening, gently release. Inhale, get taller, and exhale, transitioning to the other side. If your mind starts to wander, just come back to that word or intention that you set and follow your breath. Exhaling, gently release. Inhaling again, holding the side of the chair, taking one up, arm up, get really, really tall, and exhaling over to the side. Maybe gazing down, maybe your head remains neutral. Maybe you draw that upper shoulder back and gaze way up at your fingertips. Keeping both hips rooted. And the feet as well, so inhaling, come on back up, exhale. And we transition to the other side. Inhaling, come on back up to center. Today we're going to add a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of a challenge with strength. So if you're able to cross one knee, ankle right over that thigh, right, you might already feel a big stretch in the outer hip. flex those toes back towards your knee. That'll help protect it, keep the foot in line. As you get tall on your inhale, exhale, and see if you can fold yourself forward, getting a deeper stretch on the outside of the hip. Just a couple of breaths. Again, using the exhale to make more space. Inhaling, gently release. When you're ready, go to the other side. So trying to keep your spine long, not really rounding the upper back. Doesn't really get you anything. You want to just tilt your pelvis forward. Even if you only go 1/4 inch, you're getting all the benefits. And inhaling, gently release. So this next pose is kind of a modified, what they call, ironically, chair pose. I'm going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see what I would look like supporting myself. So in a chair pose, we're going to keep most of the weight in our heels. You're going to see if you can get your feet a little bit closer under you. And then you might, using the chair for support, sit up. All right, so sitting deeply. You might want to bring one arm up. All the weight's in your heels, and you might want to bring the other arm up. Remember, you're getting all the benefits, even if you've just lifted yourself off the chair for a moment. Take one more deep inhale, feeling yourself grounded, and exhaling. Gently release. Nice. And then we'll sit for just a moment, right? So we want to keep silence as part of our practice. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Once again, sitting up really tall. Maybe you turn your palms facing up on your thighs as a way to receive all the good energy you've created individually and collectively. One more time, recall that intention or word, and then just let it go and follow your breath. Again, letting the mind settle. Take about 5 more deep breaths. And then gently floating your eyes open. So I encourage you to do this moving your spine practice as often as you can, at least once daily. Again, you can do it as a group or you can do it individually. Don't need anything special, it's simply a chair and your breath. So I look forward to continuing this journey of healing and wholeness with you. Bring your hands together in prayer position at your heart. Godspeed. And namaste.